Hey everybody, welcome to Flight Simulator 2020. This is David. Just testing out this R44 by RotorSim Pilot. Haven't done a flight in it yet, just kind of flew it around the airport, tried to land it a couple times. It's pretty great, I got to admit. Just to let you all know, I'll bring it on the screen here. I am using 85% realism settings. I tried at 100. It is definitely doable. It's just going to take a little practice. My rudder pedals aren't acting like they should, so I find it a little easier to work with the 85% just for now. We're just going to do a quick flight in it to see. Let me turn my track IR on. I opened that door on accident. We're just going to do a little flight. I'm not going to try to fly it too fast. A great helicopter though. Hats off to RotorSim Pilot and all developed. Before this came out, probably the only good helicopter in my opinion is the Bell 47. And this is definitely up there with that, if not better, and it's only going to get better, I'm sure. I'm definitely loving it so far. It's going to be one of my favorites. But enough talking. Let's get on the way. We're in Chernobyl, or I don't know why I said Chernobyl. Let's see if I can pull it up. I installed some helipads. We're going from one helipad to another. Grenoble. We're in Grenoble. I think that's in France. We're going to go about 40 miles southwest. And I'm not quite sure the name of this. I'm really not trying to make a correct video here. I just kind of want to show everybody how this works. I don't know. Let me know if y'all have the same issue I'm having with this shaking on the ground. It does it even when the helicopter's off. I haven't seen that on any other video that I've seen, so maybe it's something to do with something I have installed. Message RotorSim Pilot. Hopefully they'll get back to me pretty soon about that. I have had one crash to desktop, but I was using. It was right when I landed. I touched down. I was using another helipad like this over near Mont Blanc. So it could be because of the scenery, or due to the fact that my computer is not the greatest in the world. So I turned the wind somewhat down. I don't want to have to deal with the wind too much. I just kind of want to get the feel for the helicopter. It is definitely a number one in my book, though. This thing is amazing. It's got its flaws that I'm sure they're going to work all this stuff out, the spacing between the door there, but for a freeware helicopter, and considering there's hardly any helicopters in FS 2020, and not to mention Airland FS teaming up with them has done a great job with the flight model in this thing. I haven't even really taken a chance to go and give an in-depth look into it, but I'm not trying to do a review here. I just want to show everybody kind of what it does. And again, remember, I'm on 85% realism settings. Advanced pilot is what it says. I think I'm just under the professional pilot mark. I don't know if there's a difference. I think advanced pilot goes from like 85 down to like 70 or somewhere around there. I don't know if there's a difference between 70 like 1 or 72 and through 85, but yeah, it's a little more stable now. The 100% is definitely doable. Like I said, it's just going to take some getting used to, some practice. So let's go ahead and take off try to land on these helipads here. way a helicopter pilot. I'm not even a pilot. I've got 10 hours so far. That's taken me about a year and a half almost to get those 10 hours. So I'm not even a single engine pilot, airplane pilot. Not yet anyway. I figure it's going to take me a couple more years. Kind of pricey. So if I mess up, it's on me. Rudder, there we go. It handles very well. It's very smooth. I've noticed I've gotten up to like a high speed one time. It's pretty tough to control high speeds, which I'm sure it probably isn't the real thing, but like RotorSim Pilot said, they're only about 5%. 5% give or take. Finished with this model. It's like pre-alpha is what he says, so I expect to see a lot of improvements, even though he's done just a great job so far. I think I'm gonna not be flying the Bell 47 for a while. I'll be sticking with this. Very smooth, definitely a different flight model than the Bell 47. Completely different from the 135 by High Performance. Really don't fly that too much. It's no disrespect or anything, it's just the flight model is not there. It's a beautiful model of it, but it's just unrealistic for me. Even though I've never really flown a helicopter in real life, but just from playing, seeing all the helicopters in the X-Plane and other sims. Looks like we're going to have to get some altitude here eventually, but I want to kind of take it slow. Look at the cars going up and down the building. Holy cow, look at that. That's the first time I've seen that in the sim. I want to try to stay, 70 knots or below. Try to stay, because I think I hit like 80 or 85 is when it started to get pretty tough to control. And one thing I did notice is it's very easy to start going fast, and it looks like I'm at level flight right now, but I think I'm actually picking up some altitude. Yeah, see, I'm already at 80 knots. Pull it back and start going a little slower. I love the R44 and R66 helicopters in general. Looks like I am going to have to go over this mountain range right here at one point or another. I might as well go over at this point over here. Should be pretty clear after we get over these. From the looks of the map, I could follow that river all the way around, but it would take me a good 20-30 miles out of the way. I'm trying to keep this video somewhat short. I'm still pretty new to the whole, uploading videos on YouTube. I know I tried to upload a video. It was 9 gig, and it took like 2.5-3 hours to upload on YouTube alone. So I'm kind of trying to keep like a 30-minute or less, if we can, going as slow as I am going in this. It's definitely a fun helicopter to fly. And it's probably going to only improve. And like I said, I don't know much about helicopters, but I've gotten a few warnings from this so far. I had my RPM at like 110, and I had another warning, some vortex state or vortex something. Luckily I was able to save it in time, but I kind of like how they also have a warning about if you're flying sideways, not using enough rudder or using too much rudder. I'm not using live weather. It was like really overcast and rainy, so I just decided to not use live weather. I'm using like a building storms is the name of it. Then I took the wind and I turned it down, no more than 5 knots, just for video simplicity, and since I'm still learning this helicopter. I'm not too sure what the altitude ceiling is for this, but looks like I'm at, surely that's not 1,500, it might be 3,200 feet, probably close to 6 to the top of that. Looks like I'm gonna have to go even higher than I thought. Looking around the other side of this mountain, probably should have just gone around that, followed the lake the whole way, but alright. It might just take a little bit of speed off and go a little slower than what we thought, but it'll save us some time in the long run. Yeah, she definitely flies really good. I would definitely buy this if it were payware. Probably gonna donate once I figure out how and where to. I think I saw the video that the RotorSim Pilot posted yesterday about how to install it and everything, and I think he did another one before that. I think he said he's only been working on this for like 7 weeks. That's insane. I haven't really tried to design an aircraft or anything, but I've looked into it and I've watched videos on it, and it's crazy how complicated it is. To do all this in, less than 2 months, it's unreal. And as good of as good as it looks, everything, a couple glitches like that down there, but definitely amazing. Something that I don't have the time or patience for, or the know-how. So great job, RotorSim Pilot. I'm loving it. Matter of fact, I'm flying in this livery. I downloaded it off of FlightSim.2. I'm not going to stay on that view for long because I'll end up crashing. Starting to get a little quick here. Very hard to control, for me anyway. Might be different for others, but absolutely amazing. I'm loving this thing. I probably won't be flying a fixed wing plane for a while. Be stuck on this. I'm not that big of a helicopter guy, but it is very addicting and challenging to learn to fly, you know, at least a sim helicopter. And once you do, it's like hitting that crisp golf shot the first time. It gets you stuck. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to go over these mountain ranges over here. Or I could go a little bit, go straight and go a little bit out the way. And I'm gonna go ahead and go over it because it looks like we might have a clearing after that second mountain range up over there. So I'm gonna try to go up above them now. And again, I'm starting to get a little too fast for my liking. And I think it's a hospital that we're going to, this other helipad. I haven't ever been to it, so it'll be my first time as well as yours seeing it, unless you have it installed on your sim. Oh yeah. Going about 70 knots now. About perfect. That's kind of where I want to be. I hit the earlier when I was test flying this. I hit the autopilot button and it kind of started to do something. I don't know if that's programmed in here or if it was just me thinking that it was, but it was definitely a lot harder to control, and I'm not sure what that was all about, but I know there's not an autopilot in here. I have not read the manual, which I probably should have done. Honestly, I was too excited to get in and test it out. I'll probably read that here in the next day or so. But I think there's manual trimming on this, if I can remember right from the video. So stuff like that would be nice to know. Looks like it says that it can go up to like what 110 knots safely. I would definitely recommend doing 85% or less on that slider on the realism settings to start off. I'm not gonna lie, first time in it I did 100. I did okay, didn't crash or anything. Had a tough time trying to settle it down the last few feet on the ground, but once I turned it down to 85, it just made it a lot more realistic for right now anyway. A lot more stable, I guess. Starting to get a little quick here. I know this thing isn't made for speed. It seems like it's made for simplicity. I noticed when I did start going fast at one time, above 80 knots or so, it started yawing left and right pretty bad. Not sure if that was the wind or the area or the flight model or the fact that I was going too fast, so that's why Another reason why I like to just take this thing slow from the get-go. Seeing our, let's see, we had about 40 miles, so we got about 45 miles, 50 miles left. I'm sorry, 25 miles. Focusing too much on this, saying the wrong things, my apologies. Scenery's looking better though since this last hot fix, or not hot fix, but the World Update 6. Getting squirrely on me. Doesn't take a lot of rudder input to control this, you know, except for whenever you're taking off and landing. During flight, small inputs, it seems like. Oh, it's at on 85% anyway. I'm sure it's a lot more whenever you're up on 100%. Professional pilot, as Airline FS says. I do like how RotorSim Pilot and the makers of the R47, I do like how they have the external apps to give us that extra realism. I would definitely recommend that high performance group use something like that. I'm not trying to trash talk anybody, it's just, I mean, almost $50, and it's like a legacy flight model almost for that helicopter. I mean, I've never flown the 145, so don't take my word for it. It seems like it from the videos that I've seen that it's almost got the same flight model as the 135, which I've only flown a couple times. Alright, we can start losing some altitude here. Getting a little quick. I have tested this in the rain. That's actually the first flight I took was in the rain, and the windshield effects do look amazing in this too. Doesn't seem to be much hit on my FPS or anything with this aircraft, which is a great thing because my PC it sucks. Matter of fact, I couldn't even do any recordings until some update 5. I can barely do them now, honestly. My flights are they're pretty fine, but if I try to do a replay, usually always on touchdown, it's like it's real jumpy. It like freezes for a second for some reason. I've tried the FS Playground and Sky Dolly, the freeware app. 2,700 feet, give or take, because I did not set the altimeter or anything. I'm not even sure what it is. I'm just going completely visual here. Actually, it would be 299 or 2 since I'm not using live weather. I'm sure this is set up at that. Definitely easy to let this speed get away on me. I have not gotten a chance to check out any of the fixed cameras on this. I only try to do that once I land. I'll try to do another video, and with using this R44, I got this program called Search Patrol. I like to take a helicopter out and search for a downed aircraft or a vehicle or something. It makes this sim definitely fun. Alright. Say we got about 15 miles or so left. Let's start turning in towards our hospital here. Pretty sure it was a hospital. Yeah, it was a hospital. Getting the wind from this mountain here. If anybody knows, please let me know if you have a fix for the cloud distortion. I'm getting it really bad. It's really been here since Sim Update 5. I've even tried turning my my computer all the way up to ultra everything, and it still has like a distortion around the edges of the clouds. And especially if it's like a thin layer of clouds, you can see it kind of, especially up around with the sky as the backdrop down there over there. If anybody knows how to fix that, please let me know. I'm not too savvy when it comes to editing like the CFG files I've seen people doing. Zoom my map in here a little bit. There we go. Should be coming up on here pretty soon. It's definitely hard to control and maneuver the map. I guess I need to switch to joystick, start using my left hand, because I use my right hand for the mouse, so anytime I want to use the mouse it makes it really difficult. The sounds in this, they're great. Kind of have them turned down for the video, but they do sound really good, all the animations in this. they're good as well. Beautiful helicopter, and it's probably going to only get better. Wonder what that bar is there for. Not having to use any rudder right now. It's staying pretty level. Maybe pushing me off to the right just a bit. The throttle feels good too, or what's it called? Got the cyclic, and then I'm having a brain fart at the moment. It's gonna make me mad trying to think about it. Might as well just go and forget it. I know it's a collector, but man, why am I forgetting? Just a few miles left, maybe less than 10 miles. Coming up on our helipad. Like I said, this is my first time going here, so I'm gonna have to find it. I don't have anything a point of interest or airports, anything pointed out. So I'll try to keep everything as real looking as possible, even though I don't have 4K or anything, or I'm not running an ultra. I just prefer it that way. Should be up where looks like those lights are blinking. That's a never mind. That's an airport. Should be just off to the right of that. This is some beautiful scenery here in southeast France. That's probably some of my favorite spots to fly in the sim. France and the UK, everything is like so green and lush. Even though if I'm from the US, everything there looks, I don't know, it just looks different. It's all bright. I think Microsoft or Sobo could have done a little better job when they did the USA. Alright, I don't know why I'm losing altitude here so much. Oh, I'm going way too quick. Yep, there's one of those instances of how easy it is to go quick. You can see how it was starting to sway left and right. Not sure how true to life that is, but I would imagine if you get quick in a helicopter, I'm sure you're gonna have problems. I was up the high end of the yellow marking on that one. I'm gonna have to start slowing it down now. We're getting pretty close. Should be just after this airport here. Done pretty good this whole flight so far. Not too many mistakes. Not too out of control either. Maybe the next flight we'll do it at 100%. See how it goes. Maybe a little more practice before then. do have live air traffic on. Don't see any planes coming. I think that might be our helipad just off the nose. So I'm going to start bringing altitude and the airspeed down. Slowly but surely. Sometimes these, it isn't actually where it says it is, but these add-ons, so it might take a minute to find it. I should probably zoom in the map a little bit. I'm going to try to do it without messing it up too much. That'll work. Just before that river right there. This is probably my favorite aircraft in the sim now. Let myself get a little too quick there too. Got stall warning there. It should be right around there. I'm not seeing it yet, but on the map it looks like that's where it should be. I'm not even sure if it's a rooftop helipad or on the ground. Lost control. I probably should have had airport markers turned on. Should be right around here. definitely tough to look and fly this thing at the same time. You know, I had another one of these sceneries. It was hidden. It was like the ground was above the actual add-on scenery, so it might be the case here, unless I've just completely overlooked it. I could not even be close to it. Let me zoom this map in. I'll try to zoom this map in a little more. Okay, so I'm not even to it yet. Might be over here. Oh, I think I see it right there. Okay. Right there it is on the ground level. I have it in sight. It is a hospital heliport. Right on the side of that little cliff there. Let's try to bring her in for a nice soft landing. Oh yeah, this thing is acting nice. And it takes a lot of work. My left leg is hurting like crazy. Just from the whole flight. And that's what I like. Something that's challenging, that's gonna get, and it's only gonna get harder as I move the slider up too, so. Alright, we're looking good, coming in, not too fast. Maybe a little quick. This is the toughest part, that's for sure. Bring it in. I wish I had a windsock, but it shouldn't be much more than 5 knots. Alright. Almost there. Back a little bit. Alright, that was not good. I'm gonna go off a little bit and come back. Last few feet, it's just really hard, especially without knowing which way the wind's coming from. Okay, let's try this again. Looking okay. I don't want to just slam it down. I want to try to get a hover and then place it down slowly. Dang it. Oh, that was horrible. That was horrible. Oh, went good the whole flight until the very end. Oh man, I'm hating it. Oh, I'm hating that landing. I'm gonna try to lift it up and take it off and do it just one more time, just because that last one was ridiculous. It's not impossible. It's just really hard. Plus, I'm using this different joystick for the last couple of weeks. I'm still kind of getting used to it. Look, I'm trying to make blings on other things. It's definitely not RotorSim Pilot's aircraft though. This thing is great. I'd highly recommend it, especially since it's free. Alright, I'm going to try to bring her in real slow. Wanting to get away on me at the last few feet. Seems like when you think you're down, you're still a couple of feet above. Maybe I need to turn it down below 85% until I get a little more practice. Alright, we're going to try it one more time. If I don't make it, then I don't make it. And that's that. Alright, it's almost there. My dogs are starting to play fight with each other. Hey, calm down, y'all. Yeah, it's the dogs, they're distracted. Enough. Right when I'm about to land too, they're right by my feet. One's underneath my legs. The other one's I never had this much trouble in that last landing, but alright, not bad. Come on, keep it up. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. A little crooked, but that'll work. That's in it. Quiet, y'all, quiet. Well, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I hope y'all enjoyed as much as I am, and y'all have a good day.